back to another exciting episode of Vegas Views. This is Dawn Sullivan. Normally, I'm with Danny Minor, but today I have a special guest. My guest is Liza Milan. Hi, Liza. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. So a little bit, studio audience. Liza is actually a talent of mine, and she has a story to tell. So I'm going to just start by asking you some questions, if that's okay?
Okay.
Okay, Liza, where are you from?
I'm here from Las Vegas, Nevada. But originally I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
And I just came here from California, so I grew up there.
So you kind of have traveled all over the place. Originally, you are Filipino.
Yes.
So from the Philippines.
Yes.
Our producer is from the Philippines as well. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So how old were you in the Philippines?
I was actually born in the Philippines.
Okay.
And I was there up until I was 12 years old. And then I moved to the U.S.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. And when you moved to the U.S., it was to Chicago?
I moved to Chicago with
First.
my dad. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Okay, so some of your schooling was done in Philippines and then in Chicago as well.
Yeah, so
Right.
I finished all of my grade school and elementary in the Philippines, and then when I moved to Chicago, I was 12 years old. I was actually going to start as a sophomore already in high school, which is my 10th grade. But
wow.
because I was so young and I was only 12, I decided and I just said, you know what, I'm just going to repeat freshman year again, which is ninth grade, just because I'm in a new country and I'm also with new students. So it would have been too young for me to be 12 years old in 10th grade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I can agree with that. Now, let me ask you, back then, did you know that you wanted to act, you wanted to model, that you were a talent? Did you have any idea of this?
I would say that growing up, even when I was like 5 years old, I would always walk around with like stockings, with like a hair, with a flower in my hair,
Yeah.
and like there's those like old speakers that are like this big and they
Okay.
play records on
Yeah.
it. I would walk there and felt like that was the catwalk.
For you guys that don't know, in our audience and watching at home, what she means by these big speakers, if you have a little bit of age to you, which we're not going to talk about Lisa's age or mine today, but if you have any idea of what those are, there's actually these big speakers. I know what you're talking about when you were little, huh?
Yeah.
And so you would be on the speakers doing runway.
Like doing runway, and then I would play with all of my girlfriends and playmates when I was little, and actually create a fashion show with the Barbie dolls. And I would pretty much give them the information about like, okay, you need to dress up your Barbies like swimsuit. You gotta find like outfits for them. So already as a little girl, not knowing that this is what I'm gonna be doing now, that I'm already putting together and creating like fashion shows and things like that.
The funny thing is, when you're describing this, I'm like Lisa's my friend, guys, as well. It's not just a working and business relationship. So I'm thinking to myself, that's just like right now. You're doing the same thing. Like we're that. You're doing little fashion shows now, and you're doing things like that too. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you're going to say, always in you.
Yes.
When did you start taking it serious?
Let's see. I would say growing up, I was already in plays. I was in a choir. I was singing. I actually competed for Miss San Francisco when I was younger. I think I was like in 18, 19.
Okay.
I was already doing that. I didn't even realize that it was already something that I was doing throughout my whole life.
Okay.
It was really up until now that I had met you was when I started to take it seriously.
I love that. And I'll never forget this. When I met Liza, Liza had said to me, like, there's so much that I want to do in this business and I just don't know how to get started, but I have this and this and this background. And I looked at her and I'm like, she's so perfect for film and television and modeling and acting. Like, she knows so much. So let me ask you, and then this is too much, you don't have to answer by any means, but kind of life got in the way.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. And the reason why I want to dive into that with you is I have so many people in your young age group who come to me and say, I've had to live this much life, and now I'm at a point where I finally know myself and I'm okay enough to take the next step and do this. And for me, I've worked with a lot of young people who have gotten started young in the business, and I've watched them grow, like our talent that we're going to have on in a little while. Her name is Natalia Casa, is very young, so she's kind of like on the opposite of the spectrum. But talk to me about that. So you're in this direction, and what happens? Life
happens. I did have a lot of setbacks, I would say.
Sure.
Growing up, and I didn't even know or realize that I was going through something throughout my whole life. I would say that not having my parents growing up had a lot to do with that. That's one.
Okay.
And then really like going into a new country, having new friends, I think is like another reason why.
Sure.
And then there were also some, like, I would say deeper things that happened to me that, I don't know if you want me to talk about it, but really it's more, I would say a struggle, and also, more like the abuse of that was
Just so
happening.
you know, we're an extremely open platform. It is entirely up to you. By any means, you speak about what you want to speak about. This is your stage today. So we speak about whatever you want to speak about, whatever you don't want to speak about. We don't have to, and I won't deep dive. That is entirely up to you.
Got it.
So I just have a question here. So I'm just going to go back a little bit. So when you did move from the Philippines to the United States and you were in Chicago, you had no friends. You didn't know not one other child your age.
No, I didn't. So
No cousins, nobody.
I actually had my little brothers, but they were like 4 or 5 years old, but no friends.
Wow, that's got to be difficult in itself. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was going into a brand new country, didn't have any friends, going to a brand new school that already started. And so I had to really make friends during that time, and still trying to like figure out my way living in a whole new country. Yeah.
That's difficult. Guys, if you're hearing this and you're out there and you're thinking, oh, this lovely lady, you know, here's her story and where this is going. Liza has done amazing, amazing things. And I have to brag on you just for 1 second. So from the time I met Liza until now, she has just completely transformed everything about her career, her physical, but you look different. Everything is different. And she did this under the guidelines of, I want to be a better person for me. I want to be a better person for my family. I want to be better. So she did all of these things that made her better. And I am just super, super proud of you. I'm super proud that you're in movies currently. You're walking on runways. Liza actually just came back from New York City with the International Model and Talent Association with me. So that was a very cool experience. Can we get into that a little bit?
Yes.
We all know here too, and you guys know for my viewers here in Vegas Views, my motto is we do hard things. In the agency and stuff like that. Tell me about some hard things that you did in New York.
Oh my gosh. So just to let you know about IMTA, I wasn't really...
I'm going to stop you. I always have to cut you off. The International Model and Talent Association, just for you guys that are brand new viewers and you have no idea, it is the International Model and Talent Association. I am the regional director since 1989. Don't age me. I was 3. I'm just kidding. So Liza went there in New York City, and this is her experience. I just have to clear it up because they're going to be like, what is that place she's talking about? So I'd like for them to be able to research it. IMTA.com.
Well, one, I would like to say that it was such a great experience for me. I got more than what I was expecting and like what this competition was about.
Can you tell me what you were expecting?
I was thinking that, okay, it was going to do different like modeling competition and then the different acting, which I've been practicing almost like every week to, you know, really reaching out to like this competition. So it, you know, I did join different categories, both modeling and acting. And even last minute, I decided to do the swimsuit competition, which
can you tell your viewers right now about that? Because this was such an epically cool thing. Okay, so we're at the competition now. Picture this, we're in New York, and like I said, Liza and I are friends as well. And she just looks at me and she goes, well, do you think I should do the swimsuit portion? And I said, well, you absolutely should do the swimsuit portion. So myself and my assistant, Grace, we go run and we're like, please, Lisa, in swimsuit. And it made me so happy because, like I said, not only has Liza changed herself physically, just emotionally and mentally, and to get on that stage with all those people watching in a swimsuit is such a difficult thing to do. So for her to do it, for me, it was like, wow. I was like, I had that pride, and I was so proud in you, like from all have you have gotten through to get there and everything for you to be up there. I was like, this is really amazing stuff. It was so super cool.
Yeah, how
did you get that courage?
What I got out of that really after walking in front of hundreds or I would say thousands of people walking down the runway in the swimsuit competition especially was really having that sense of confidence and really like that power of the beauty is what I got out of it.
I love that for you. I just love that for you because it is so important just as women, and I don't want to just gear this whole show into women today because Danny Minor's probably at home like, what are they doing to my show? It's a crime show. But that's got to be such a great feeling to feel like I worked hard at this, here I am, and now I'm going to show this. Like, I've got to be honest, I tell all of you guys at Rise Talent when I'm there that you guys, I think you're crazy. Actors and models, you're crazy. I can publicly speak, I can do this show, but if you ask me to get up there in a bathing suit, it would take a lot of pressure from you guys to get me to do that. I don't know that I can do that. That's a lot of people. It's scary and intimidating. When I'm watching you guys do it, I'm sick for you. I'm like, oh no, don't fall. So I think it's really cool, and I think the work you do is amazing. One more thing that I really do love and admire about you is tell me this and where this comes from. You have a way with young people. I watched you the entire week, and you are such a kind human, and you are a good person, and you are teaching me a lot about empathy, which is very cool. But how do you have such a way with young people? They just adore you. They love you. They dote over you. You're everyone's big sister. They don't look at you as like this, like a negative authority. They look at you as this really comforting person. And you help out a lot with these young people. Can you tell other women of your age group how to really relate to these young kids? Because you're doing amazing, amazing work with them, guiding them in the right direction, not allowing them to make mistakes that you may have had and made in your life, right?
Yeah, I really love connecting with them. I feel like I'm their older sister. I also want to be an inspiration to younger women and even women because I've been through a lot growing up. And so I think the one thing to me, at least, that I feel that I didn't have growing up was to have a role model and someone that they can follow. And so I care about like every single one of them, and I love them, and I really want them to learn from me. And one of the things that I do say, and this is really part of my quote and what I tell everyone when I speak, when I do public speaking, is that I really want to inspire women and young women that they really shouldn't give up in their dreams, and that they should believe in themselves.
Can you tell that to the camera? That is such an important message, especially this day and age. I'll tell you why. With social media and people just scrolling, it's a constant battle between I don't look like this, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. And people do all the time give up on their dreams, and they'll come to me at a really weak place and say, I don't know, I just gave up 5 years ago, or I'm too old now, or I gave up this. Can you give them some encouragement to just don't give up? Because it's never too late. It's never
too late. It doesn't really matter like how old you are, what your size is, how you look. Just be true to yourself and really be authentic. And the more that you are yourself and that you do believe in yourself, you can do whatever you want. My quote that I tell everyone is that you can make your life a masterpiece. And I say this because you can make a choice of what and how you want to be.
So you truly believe that it's a choice?
I do.
So let me ask you, for the young girl at home that is going through, now you said there was some abuse. I'm not going to dive into, there was some abuse, whatever type that was, physical, mental, sexual. If that's you and you're going through this at home, how do they navigate going through something like that as a young person, and then them looking at you and saying, well, look at this woman, she's doing all right, she's wonderful, she speaks all over the world, you are third in the world in what you do?
I won an award.
Brag a little bit. You need to brag.
During the pandemic, I joined a contest because events were canceled and it was like shut down during the pandemic. And so what I did was I organized several events for women, and it was for women to tell their stories and what they do. And what I did was I submitted the event that I put together. It's a virtual experience for different women telling their stories, and I was competing with like Meta, with Audi, like some really big brand names. And I ended up getting an award as out of 537 entries.
See, wait, this is so cute because she goes, let's see, how many was it? She knows the
537 entries on one of them out of 37 countries. And this were submitted by event producers and top like event agencies. I ended up getting the award for the third in the world. And so I was really proud of doing that and that I got picked and won.
I've seen some of your event work and it's absolutely stunning, like almost not believable. I'm like, you built that? Like you knew, like amazing. So back to the girl at home that maybe has been through an abuse cycle and things are going on, or an older woman or younger woman, someone that's in a domestic violence situation, any type of abuse. How do they go from having this go on to you, who has like a normal, beautiful, fulfilled life and such a stunning human being that helps everybody? What's in between? What do you suggest for those people?
I would say that it hasn't always been this way for me.
Sure.
So I really blocked a lot of how I was feeling because of what happened. And really what I can say is that don't be afraid to talk about it with someone that you trust. If you find someone like me or someone who you know that you can talk to, don't be afraid to talk about it. Sure. One of the things that really helped me throughout my journey in reaching to where I'm at now is that I found a coach. I worked with many different coaches. I worked on myself, which is through personal development.
Sure.
I also started to learn how to love myself.
I'm going to pause you right there. We're going to take a commercial break in just a second, but about loving yourself, can I just ask you real quick, how long was that process before you said, what is loving myself? Because I'm sure you did that. What does that even mean, to truly loving yourself? Just for you personally, how long was that process?
When I started working with a coach and really finally realized I wanted to work on myself, that was 7 years ago. And it's an ongoing process.
So this is the 7 year, and you are doing good, Liza Milan. Guys, we're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break real quick, and we're going to come right back, and we have a treat for you. We'll be right back.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye.
Welcome back, Vegas Views, Dawn Sullivan, and today I have Liza Milan with me. So we took a quick commercial break, but before that we were talking a little bit about empowering women and your journey, and you just getting back from IMTA. Now, a couple of cool things about Liza that a lot of people don't know. Not only is she a very decorated author, which is really cool, and I'm going to go over her book here in just a second, but Liza is a wonderful model. You have to tell me, yesterday, so we are doing Fashion Week, and it is for 21 and older, so all my young people, I'm so sorry, but it is 21 and older. You again went and put that bathing suit on and walked for Fashion Week yesterday. Tell me about that experience.
So it was for Swim Fashion Week. And really, I wasn't going to go. Last minute, do you remember? I sent you a message and I said, should I go to this?
Yeah.
What is this all about?
And just so you know, guys, I clear everything first. I make sure that I know who the person is. And if I didn't know, but Victor Salvador, everybody knows, he teaches with us on Tuesday nights. He's a very decorated celebrity photographer. He put it on our Rise page, and then I told Liza at first, no, go. And then I looked, I said, it's from Victor, go, get down there.
Yeah.
So she rushed down there, again, put her bathing suit on. And I, again, thought to myself, talk about empowering women. You're there. You're just like, I don't know exactly what this is for, but I'm going to go walk for it. And you did great.
Yeah, I did. I really didn't know what it was about.
Sure.
So my whole thing about it is I'm gonna walk in front of judges or whoever else was there.
Yeah.
But I think that coming back from IMTA, having that confidence and walking in front of thousands of people, really, I would say, like, took away that nervousness when going to casting or even like auditions.
So before, were you a little nervous walking?
Of course, yeah, a little bit of nervous.
And now you're not.
And now I was there and I was just having fun.
You know, it's so funny that you say that, because I teach my class at Rise Talent, 3225 South Rainbow Boulevard, 89146 Suite 102. You can always make an appointment at any time to come in. But Friday nights, I actually teach a class from 6 to 8, but we really roll until about 9. And I noticed all the people that did come to the International Model and Talent Association with us, their walks after New York were like rock stars. I'm like, whoa, you guys, because the fear was gone. So before going in, I think everyone was a little bit apprehensive. And then once you did that stage, you were like, if I can make it there, I can make it anywhere, right? I mean, that's like New York's slogan. And that's how I felt about all of you guys. It was amazing to watch. Again, I have to say, I'm just so proud of you. I'm proud to be your friends. I'm proud to have you on my team. But can I get into this a little bit? Because this title is just, can't get any cooler. Asian Women Who Boss Up. I love that. One, because I'm a boss. No, I'm just kidding. I just love this. Tell me about this, and tell us how we can get this book, and tell me about your role in this book, please.
So this is actually one of many of the series of books for women who boss up.
Okay.
And I was really proud of being part of this.
Okay.
So what it is about Asian women, and it even says here, secrets from women who are forging their own path and thriving. These are different stories.
Liza Milan, guys. If you don't know Liza Milan, you need to know her. Tell me your Instagram again.
My Instagram is so it's IAM.
Tell them, not me.
At IAM Liza Milan. That's LIZAMILLAN.
Today, what we're going to do is we're going to post this up on Dawn Sullivan _ I will get you guys, if I can, a couple of free copies. But come on, log on now, like it. Be supportive of Liza and what she's doing. She's changing lives all over Las Vegas and all over the world. Okay, so tell me again. So, being a part of this, was it hard to write?
It wasn't hard to write. It was actually really easy. Okay. The whole story about me that was in this chapter of the book was an interview similar to this.
Okay.
It was an interview from Tam Look, who interviewed me, and what happened was she asked me different questions.
Sure.
And I told them about part of my story.
Okay.
And it was transcribed, and then there was like a book after that.
I love that. Now let me ask you, do you have a hard time when you're guiding young people and talking to people all over the world? Do you have a hard time talking about your abuse situation, or are you transparent on those things to help other people, or you are? Okay.
Yes, I'm open to it.
So guys, if you want to talk and you need somebody, please, of course, I'm always here and I say that, but get on my page, get on Liza's page, reach out. It is okay, whatever you're going through. There are ears and arms open to you and ears that will listen to you, please. All you have to do is reach out, because people are here that want to help you, that love you, grown women that have been able to come through a lot, be successful in their lives, but we didn't start that way. So we definitely didn't start that way, myself included. One day you'll hear my story. Maybe you can interview me one day, right?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be very cool.
Yeah.
I don't think publicly if I've ever told my story, but I have a similar story to you where I had to find self-love and then build, and I know what that's like. And I know being down here emotionally and then getting up there feels so good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you grateful?
I'm so grateful.
Sure.
If I look at myself from the past or from how I was before.
Yeah.
And to who I am now.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful of all the different things that happened to me, because I wouldn't be where I'm at now and to be this like powerful woman if it wasn't for the experiences and things that happened.
So I have a very cool question for you now. A lot of our viewers are young, but we also have a lot of parents.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say out there to parents of teenagers right now, or parents to young girls and boys, how they can actually help their children to not maybe go through some of the stuff you went through, so they don't have to, I mean, everyone should find a self-love journey somewhere in their life, but so they don't have to live it the hard way?
I would say that to the parents, it's really important that you are the support for your kids and for your children. I think that's the number one thing that's important, that I would say, because trust and safety is one of the most important things that we all look for, and to give them that love that they need. So really being supportive and being there for them throughout the way, I think is really critical and important.
And it's hard to be there for a teenager though, huh? Mm-hmm. It's hard, yeah. To all you parents out there that are listening to Liza saying, yeah, good luck. You try to be nice with my teenager. I get it. But yeah, that would be your advice, to have them trust you first, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense as well. Yeah, to have them trust. And then also finding the connection of friends that's healthy for you, right?
Yeah.
Like a good friend group.
I would say that I would call them your soul tribe.
The soul tribe. I like that. Okay. Liza's soul tribe. Am I in your soul tribe?
Yes, you are.
Oh, I love that. I feel so cool.
And that's another reason why, going back to what you mentioned earlier, even the young girls at Rise, the reason why I'm so close to them, because I feel like in my soul, in my heart, that they're also part of my soul tribe. Yeah. Because I do connect with them even at that same level.
I can tell. I can see you walk into the room and they're like, they don't go up to any of the adults. To the other adults, they're like, hey, what's up? You know, they're cool and they like them. But it's like, oh, Liza's here. And it's like, why is Liza so special in the teenage community? But yeah, again, the work you do with them, and I see how much they love you and respect you, and you want to guide these kids in the right direction, which is so amazing. And when you were on that runway in all of your different competitions, and we were watching you, because we watched from this balcony, I will tell you something. They were screaming for you like no other. You were everyone's big sister. You were everyone's mom. They just love you so much. So again, thank you so much for everything that you do. I think we are going on to our next segment. We're going to take a commercial break, but Liza, please let everyone know in this camera how they can get in touch with you. Let's get some likes. Let's get some follows. This book here, Asian Women Who Boss Up. Not done there. And then there's also this. Look at that with her beautiful face on the cover. I love this. You are making moves. I'm so proud of you. Tell these guys how they can get in touch with you.
You can get in touch with me on Instagram at I am Liza Milan. You could also find me on Facebook at Liza Milan. Just look for my name. You'll find my picture. You'll see me there. And I'm always, with Dawn at Rise Talent.
I was just going to say, if you go on to Dawn Sullivan _, Liza is tagged in every other post because she loves it. And guys, tag yourselves too. Or if you just want to drop by and say hello to Liza, you can do that. She's usually always at Rise Talent. And then also she plays an active role as well on our Facebook page at risetalentmanagement.com. We're putting up a bunch of new auditions there. And guys, I will see you in just a second.